Hi everyone! I'm doing another live reading and Instagram is telling me to wait for you to join, so I'll do that. What do we start with? I'm shuffling a bit until, yay! Hi Claire, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Hi One Aloha, thank you for joining. I keep shuffling a bit. Okay, so I'm already getting the cards thrown out. Hi Lena, hi Nirmala, thank you for joining. So this is jump. Ooh, okay. Good morning. Yeah, right, Claire. Did I wake you up again? Good morning, Claire. Master Buddha. Increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. Yeah, that's definitely important for this week, I would say. I don't know about you and your life and what's happening in it, but Claire is saying, lol, in my PJs. I did wake her up. Hi, Kate. Trust your intuition. Know that we are, and I've just heard someone else say that, know that we are leveling up. I've posted it yesterday also, I think. I found it on my walk, level up your energy, and that's exactly what's happening right now in this week. And might bring up old stuff to release, might also bring in gifts and things that you wanted to manifest for a long time and maybe have let go of. So just be aware, also be aware what you're getting, what you're sensing, because increased awareness means you're getting more information right now. You might get more downloads. I had a healing session yesterday with a client where we were like bombarded with clairvoyant information, all sorts of archangels and ascended masters around me, and she just kept telling me what she was seeing behind me and in my energy field, and I was just blown away. And then I started to see Archangel Michael in front of me as well. So be aware what's coming through at the moment, what you're getting. Might be visions, or you're sensing something is going to happen. Hi Sarabjit, hi Kalimero, thank you for joining. Be aware, because your awareness is increasing right now. And take note. That's something that I've trained myself to do years ago, because visions and intuition, they come on a different level than the mind operates on. And that's why they are also gone fast. They will repeat if they are meant to come through to you. But if you want to not forget them, then get used to writing it down. Whatever you're seeing, hearing, experiencing. Hi Claudia. Write it down. Yes, you will end up, hi Emily, yes, you will end up with thousands of notes after a few years. Doesn't matter, it's actually really interesting to go back and then suddenly experience, oh, I got that vision already 3 years ago, I just had that happen. That's really interesting actually, because visions aren't usually in your consciousness. They arrive on a different level. Power and intention. So set intentions and remember that you have the power to create or change your life. I just had an experience with that, where I caught myself in an old pattern from childhood, because as a child I lived in a situation where I had to accept the situation, because as a child, I did not have the option or the power to change it. I couldn't just say to my parents, hey, move out because I don't want you here and your behavior is hurting me. I couldn't just say that. So, but I'm grown up now. So I can behave differently. And I just caught myself in an old childhood behavior. And today I can say, oh, okay, that was childhood. And now I'm in a different place and I can make a different decision. It is in my power to change the situation. So remember that you have your power. Often we run around with trauma like that. Like I just remembered, with patterns that we've been used to from childhood, and they are very ingrained in us, and it takes often a long time to recognize them and to step by step clear them out, to be able to create a different reality this time than we had as children or even in a past life, because there's also a lot of past life stuff coming up right now as well. Set intentions, but always remember to offer it over to God, surrender, because the only true guidance you get is from your soul, from God, angels, archangels, ascended masters, not from your mind. So don't attach to anything looking exactly like you want it to look and happening exactly like tomorrow. That's not going to work. So yes, you can set intentions, but you have to hand them over and then follow guidance. So what else do we need to know? This is really thick because it's 2 decks. Lena, that's how it looks when you have 2 decks from this one. But it's actually really nice, because if they mean something, really, they can let 2 times the same card let jump out, and that's a great thing to do. It's just not so easy to shuffle, to be honest. Yay! Divine abundance. So what happens when you clear out old beliefs, old patterns, release the stuff, and then arrive in your power? Divine abundance comes to you. You were born to align with love's will. Follow the Tao and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. So be aware of the abundance in your life and know that it's not just money. Abundance is everything. And the universe is abundant and it's benevolent. And the only thing that usually keeps us from receiving is old patterns, old beliefs about not being worthy, or this cannot happen to me, things like that. Catch yourself, ask yourself, what's in the way of me receiving X, Y, Z? And see what comes up. And again, always remember, God can use anything and anyone as a channel to bring abundance to you. So you need to be open. And I just explained it this week to a client who didn't know that trauma and suppressed emotions and financial lack are connected. So if, because of trauma and traumatic experiences as a child or in past lives, you have closed yourself off, you don't just close yourself off from people or from being hurt again, which doesn't work anyway, you also close yourself off from anything, because you shut down the flow of energy to you, and money is energy as well. So the only the only thing that works here is healing, meaning releasing trauma, releasing suppressed emotions, bringing them up. And by doing so, you are opening up your heart, you are opening up your energy, It's also important to learn to clear your energy and protect it. And by opening up, you open up to everything. You open up to love, you open up to financial flow, you open up to any flow of support, new people, maybe a new home, whatever you want, but you need to go through a healing process. Same when you want to create a business. If you feel stuck in your business, especially if it's a one-person business, then there's a step of healing in you personally that needs to happen for the business to move forward, because it's directly connected. Hi, Janet. Nirmala is saying, no. So does it mean people who make money do not have childhood trauma? No, it's not. That's another thing. There's also karma involved, of course. So the people I've been talking about right now are mostly old souls who have been done the chasing thing for lifetimes. And in this lifetime, they need to learn to release, surrender, and let go, and also heal their trauma. That's why they are here. They're usually the one person in the family who is the healer for all of them. People who make money have a different kind of karma. And always be careful. That's something I keep saying again and again. You only see the physical. People who make money do not have to be free of existential fears. There's a lot of people who make money who still fear to lose everything and are completely stressed out all the time. People who make money, it doesn't mean they don't have their lessons. You just don't see it. Everyone has their own schedule. Everyone has their own learning plan in this life. And you have no clue what others need to learn. So never, from your ego, pass any judgment, because it reflects only your projections. So, what else? This one? Yeah, okay. Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining. Okay, who's this? Oh. We've had her 2 days ago. Joan of Arc, voice of truth. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. It feels a bit like she's addressing me, but she's probably addressing all of us. So, there's a possibility, especially this week, because of the full moon on Sunday. In the US, I think it's Monday morning. And because of Uranus having gone retrograde yesterday, which can bring a bit of surprises, both of it, Aquarius, full moon as well. Maybe some truth have popped up in your life, and maybe you need to speak them. Maybe it's the increased awareness from the beginning. The first card has shown you something that you didn't see before. Maybe an old pattern, maybe an old behavior. For me, it's connected in a relationship, and I've just not seen anymore how much it does affect me negatively. I've gotten used to it because that was the pattern of my childhood home. I had to be used to it. I had to just accept it, and that's what I did here again. So I fell a little bit backwards when I realized what I actually had accepted for quite a long time. And it might be that you have to speak a truth if you have a similar situation, that you need to share with someone. Doesn't have to be a person or a cut off or a separation. Maybe you just have to share first with someone else to talk it through. But we are in a week of release, so it might have also to do with releasing a relationship. Knowing that when you do that, it's good for you. And that's the important thing, to know that it needs to be good for you. Even if in the moment, like, it does not feel good to do it, but you will feel better afterwards when you have a toxic person, a toxic relationship, a toxic job out of your life. Normala is saying that's true because of the money people. My blind spot was thinking the other person has same emotional depth just like me. You never know, even with people who live directly with you. Some people are very practical and it doesn't affect them as much as it does you. Kate is saying, I did this earlier this morning, releasing a person. Well done. Hi Rami, welcome. So let's ask the angel symbols what they want us to know. That Radley Valentine calls it the P word everyone does not love. P for patience. It's the angel for patience and timelessness. I accept everything with patience. So yeah, even when you end a relationship. Oh, Kate is saying, spoke my truth. Okay, good. Even if you like end a relationship or end a job, you might not be able to like get them out of your life like now, because there's a certain time for cancellation that you need to still be with the person, with the job, with the home. Usually, at least in Germany, we can't just go tomorrow and say today that we are done. We are bound to a contract for a certain time, and then we get out. So that might not feel like cool, but be patient and know that this too shall pass. And something that I keep repeating myself at the moment again and again is, and I've shared it yesterday in the stories as well, you can be in your stability and in your calm when everything around is chaos. You can still focus on what's important to you. Maybe your business, maybe your child, even if you have someone else that you have let go, or if you just canceled your job contract or your renting contract. Focus on what's good in your life and keep the focus on what helps you and what's good. Because that's the important thing that raises your vibration, keeps you in a high vibrational energy, and also attracts more of it. So I'm going to go through a few of the comments to see what you're asking. If a relationship is completed at this time, does that mean that they will never come back? I don't know. That's very different for each relationship. Answers like that I will only get in private sessions. Other than that, it's general and can be very different. Every relationship is different. There is no rule. Lena is saying, I made that experience. I quit my job and it took 3 more years to release it energetically. Yeah. Because there's things that you have lived there and taken with you, and it takes time to release that. Hi everyone. Hi Terika. So, what else do we need to know today? I need to take care that my voice isn't gone when I have a session later. Sanat Kumara. Light activation. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Alaya is saying, I pulled the same card this morning. I assume that's this one. We seem to keep pulling the same cards anyway. Yeah, very fitting at the moment. Light activation, shine your light. And follow your internal guidance because it's clear. So really make sure to connect to your guidance, not make decisions or take action from your mind. The mind loves to take over control because we have learned that. But if you are on a journey of spiritual path, that's something you have to untrain yourself and train yourself to always hand stuff over and connect and ask for guidance, because it's a spiritual path, so there should be spiritual guidance that guides your life and your actions and not the mind. And shine your light. No one is served when you hide your light under a bushel. You're here for a reason. You've chosen to be here at this time. You've got a life purpose. Live it. Lena is saying, thanks for being live today and the other day. Much appreciated. Thank you. I feel like this is really a huge release for me and for others too. I feel cold all the time and cry a lot. Yeah, I've seen that. For me, it's actually like this. I couldn't answer your question. I've seen it. Like, how do you feel today? And I was like, well, I don't even know how to put that into words. And Lena is saying, I'm also hearing that people are quitting their jobs right now. Oh, wow. Or cutting back to be able to have more time for their calling. Oh, that's interesting. Thank you for sharing, Lena. That's interesting. Yeah, but it makes sense, because when the awareness is being raised, people are becoming aware of what's actually important to them, and that it's probably not the job and working from 9 to 5. And that, yeah, that's really interesting. That's really interesting. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, if anyone here is still in a job that you don't feel it's the right thing for you, ask for guidance or work with me so that we can get you into the direction of your life purpose. Hi Alina, nice to see you. You want me to take 3 cards? Okay. Inner child right now and grief. Grief is coming up so much right now, and I've shared a post a few days ago as well. Kate is saying, yes, relate totally to quitting stuff at the moment. In process of doing this, feel a lot of changes coming. Yeah. Me too. Sometimes I feel like I'm just being thrown out of the washing machine after being in it too long. If you need help, or if you want help from angels, archangels, and ascended masters from that, the energy and clutter clearing course that I have channeled contains everything that I have learned about energy clearing and that I practice as well. And it starts September 27th and runs until October 15th. That's the last time this year. That's a course I recommend to everyone, to be honest, because we live in the age of energy, and we need to take care of our energies, release old energies, and learn to protect our energy and work with higher guidance. Claire is saying, had inner child stuff come up this morning and the feeling of grief. That is really interesting because I keep getting this message too. Well, I just shared that I had a childhood pattern come up. So that's, of course, it's inner child healing. Inner child, allow me to give compassion and love to that little one. Let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings. Right now is saying, stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll soon trust that nothing more will come than can be handled each moment. And grief. Tears are what happen when the ice in the heart melts. Grief might be happening a lot at the moment. I keep pulling this card, and it has different meanings every time depending on what's coming up. But I've already shared in a post a few days ago that grief can also come up when you are releasing old ideas how your life should have been, which of course always comes from the mind and not from guidance. And when you move into your spiritual path more, that's something that will happen because you need to let go of the old ideas your mind had about how your life should be, or what you learned from the collective, from society. And that will likely bring up grief if you let go. I remember Lena saying that she, 2 days ago in the reading, that her daughter is going into kindergarten now. And that brings up grief. Yes, of course, because it's a letting go. Anything like that. If you have a grown-up child and he or she is moving out, that brings up grief for literally every parent, I think. It completely changes everyone's life. And of course, if you lose people or you lose an animal. So grief is showing up a lot right now, and it can be in very, very different areas. Also, not everything you have experienced in a job, in a home, or with a person is quote unquote bad. So even if you know right now that you need to end it because you can't keep it and take it into your future, it can still bring up grief because there has been something that you have valued about this relationship, job, or home in the past. Make sure to always be in the present moment. Focus on what's around you. The easiest way to come back into the present is to name out loud what you see around you. 10 things. Don't get too far ahead into the future. If your mind is doing that, it will bring up fear because it can't see what's going to happen. That's why connecting to guidance is so important. And inner child healing is something that is happening right now as well, because a lot of us are having childhood patterns and childhood trauma. I don't know anyone who doesn't. And it needs to be healed and brought up. And in times like this, that's what happens. Lena is saying you're receiving similar messages as I did in my online class channeling yesterday. Interesting. Thank you for sharing. Hi. Welcome, Robert. Day of the night. Lionsgate portal has already happened. That's gone. That was... it started at the end of July, the opening. The peak was on August 8th, and it closed on August 12th. That's a time where a lot of light is coming onto the earth and new downloads. And always remember that whatever you're going through is a learning experience. That's why you're here. That's why your soul is here. You're here to make experiences. Everything is an experience. And again, your guidance knows what your next step for learning is. Your mind might have a very fixed idea of a linear path to get to your destination, but there is no linear path. Because there's always lessons involved, and whatever is happening in your life will always bring up past emotions and trauma and experiences, and that's meant to be because you're here in this lifetime to heal from past lifetimes, and also to heal your family from trauma, karma, and yourself. And that's also a service for humanity. You will never just doing this for yourself alone. So remember that everything is a learning experience. Ask, what am I learning here? What did I learn with this person? What did I learn in this job? And if you need help with that, you can work with me. The angel symbols are always showing what's behind your experiences that you might not see. So let me pull another one from these as a final card, and then I need to go to preserve my voice. I remember having the same reaction two days ago. You can't make this up. What have I been speaking about? Release, letting go, healing. Yeah. What does it bring up? The angel for purity and clarity. And how I explained to one of my clients yesterday and students, all the white ones are for clearing. Energy clearing. Energy clearing course. Again. I let go of old restrictive patterns and illusions. Yeah, that's the illusions are the stuff that the ego thinks how life should be. It's usually not like that. So remember, clearing out always makes space for something new. It makes space for new experiences, new relationships, new emotions, new abundance, new money sources, anything. So if you're in a situation where stuff comes up and you need to clear out and it doesn't feel good, remind yourself that it's a learning experience, and clearing out always makes space for something new. And a lot of us have taken on a lot of stuff in our energy field and in our bodies that does not belong to us anymore, or never belonged to us in the first place, because we've taken it on from someone else. And if you want to really be yourself and step into your life purpose and walk your own life path, you need to release all that is not yours. And I can tell you from my last 15, 20 years, it's a journey. So don't expect it to happen overnight, or don't expect it to happen with one healing session. Angel for patience and timelessness. It's a journey. Healing and releasing is happening in layers. Kate is saying, what cards are they, please? Angel Symbols by Ingrid Auer. And Claire is saying, loved the clutter clearing course. I use it daily. Great. You're not the only one. A lot of people who've gone through it, and I always say it, don't just go through it and use it once. Use it regularly, because that's why I teach that. That's why I channeled that, because that's knowledge and meditations and prayers that you can and you should use every day, because clearing is important. We are living in the age of energy, and that's something we need to learn, and we did not as a child. It was not something that you have learned in school. You did not learn energy clearing, but you need to learn it. It's really important because energy becomes more and more important, and with your energy you have much more effect on the world, on your surroundings, and on the people around you and clients than you might think, and then with any kind of physical action. Okay. Oh, and all the links to whatever I'm offering are in my bio. So yeah, patience and clearing, really important. Thank you everyone for joining, and I'll see when I feel guided to go live again. See you. Bye.